Namaha Namaste. Welcome to your 5 minutes of self-care. Last week we spoke about betrayal. Now I'm going to go a little bit deeper in this whole vibration of betrayal and why we sometimes attract, not actually sometimes, why we attract exactly these situations in our lives. Within the quantum field, any vibration, any fear, any emotion that we emit out has the tendency to come back to us. It's a mirror effect. You will most likely also meet people who have the same journey or like-minded or go through similar situations, but different. So I just share with you experiences that I had too. So just because I'm a healer, sorry, I always have to get used to this now, because if anyone would have told me about 10 years ago I'm going to become an alchemy healer, yeah, I would have told them, yeah. I was always spiritual, but obviously I wasn't aware that I could actually do what I'm doing. By the way, all of us have gifts, and yeah, we all can heal within ourselves, but that's a different topic. Betrayal stems out of fear. Fear. And why fear? The fear of being abandoned and excluded. What does betrayal really mean? If someone lies to you, someone intentionally does something that could undermine you, that disrespects you, that excludes you, that discourages you. Betrayal can come in many forms, but really where it stems within ourselves, that we emit that vibration, that we attract the situation in our life, is fear. And why am I saying this? I'll give you an example. If you feel powerless and you're not able to overcome a situation, you feel helpless and you're not able to find a solution because you think you don't have the power, or other people have the power because of status, money, being a bully nature or aggression, or you being actually physically scared of this person or a situation, that is where fear gets really overcomes us. Now, why am I doing what I'm doing with the martial arts? Because I want to feel stronger within myself and resilient. And I even had comments saying pretty much, you're looking really serious. Yes, because it's a new form of movement that I'm not used to. And martial arts is all about being able to control your emotions, your mental being, and your physical being. Being able to defend yourself or your loved ones in case you need, but also to know when to step back. So I give you a scenario. When you feel fear, and you feel in that very moment you have no power over the situation or the person. The only power that you have is over yourself, how you respond rather than react, how you engage or disengage. And there are scenarios sometimes where it is advisable to not engage because you could get into physical harm. And if that's the scenario, disengage. Some scenarios require actually to step in and step into your power and say something. Because people do not, normally bullies or people who like to intimidate other people normally do not, they do not expect someone actually saying no. And you have to see this within yourself in that specific situation scenario. Reason being, why am I sharing this with you? When you have fear, and this fear can be intimidating, it can be giving you a feeling you cannot move. It is freezing you. And that's when your nervous system goes in a totally shutdown. It's in a beyond fight and flight response. And it literally freezes. If that happens, return to your breath. When we have these scenarios, these situations, people don't want to rock the boat, people see injustice happening, but they rather prefer to stay quiet than to say something. It's because they are in fear, and not every one of us is like outspoken and brave and has the courage to say something, which is okay because everyone is in their own journey, in their own space of time, and they need to first get there. But when you see this injustice happening and this person freezes and you're standing next to this person, it is your duty to support. This is something important. It is your duty. And it can backfire on you. Be aware of it. I've experienced that many times. Every time I open up my mouth, geez, it can backfire. But that's okay. Because you stay aligned within yourself and in integrity, and you know what is right and wrong. There's a great book by Deborah Adele, which are the yamas and the niyamas, which are the ethical guiding principles on how you treat others as well as yourself. It's a great guidelines on how you can overcome these scenarios and how you can stay in integrity. Within the philosophy of yoga, there are so many different tools. Not only physically you can feel strong and flexible, but can also be adopted then in your mind and being able to deal with your emotions and also dealing with scenarios and situations like that. Martial arts is again, especially the teachings of Shaolin Temple Europe, is again a means of being able to understand your body. And when you have felt weak and you have felt fear, I give you an example. For the last 4 months, I've been training and I've just been out now for 1 week because I had a kidney stone. I most likely still have it. Not sure where it is in my body at the moment, but I know it has passed through that area that really was painful. And I would only advise anyone, if you have kidney stones, deal with that grief, deal with that fear, because it manifests in your kidneys. Kidneys is all about anger, grief, sadness, money, and it is important that you become aware of that fear. So the martial arts has helped me to stand up and say something, even though it's not in my own language, even though I felt being really out of my comfort zone, but I felt this strength, this resilience and this perseverance to be able to say something when I saw something unjust happening. And I thank those teachings for that because it reconnected to me with this power within. And like I say so to so many people, self-care is about empowerment. It's empowering you to take care of yourself and take responsibility of your life and go away from victimhood. Of course, there are scenarios. I found myself last week where I said to myself, oh, I feel like I just became a victim of something because the kidney stone was painful. But then I thought, no, you need to go inside there and heal it. So I have been doing for the past 3-4 days, every day healing session, a quantum healing session, went inside of it, found exactly that past situation in my past lives. Past lives, yes, I'm saying that word because believe it or not, I do believe in past lives because I've seen them in many sessions. And most people don't know that either. So I did a past life regression session about 4 times. And thank you, Amanda Ronson, my mentor, teacher, and healer, for have given me that tool. And that's helped me to find and identify where this pain from the kidney came. And I had to undo the layers, neutralize them again and again. And it worked for me. So I'm feeling actually better. Normally I should be still totally lying flat, but I'm okay. But I had to step back and rest. So I couldn't really train. Sorry, Laurent, I couldn't train. But you need to know also when to step back and rest. So fear. Find out what that fear is that you're holding within yourself. If this is the fear of being abandoned, fear of not being included, fear of not being listened, not acknowledged, not being respected, not being appreciated. It's all together. It all comes together. And these are the fears we need to work with rather than ignore. Drink them away, smoke them away, snort them away, whatever you think is, or sporting them away, whatever your means and tools are of addiction that you like to just hide instead of dealing what is really in front of you, which is that fear. Namaha.